Hey friends, today we're going to be talking about protecting the plants out in your garden from cold temperatures and even sun with some row cover, so check it out. Welcome to our channel, Full Measure Farm Michigan. Here there's information on raising lamb, chicken, and eggs on pasture, raising vegetables organically for market, and doing it all with your children and your family. So check it out, we hope you enjoy it, and consider subscribing. I get my row cover online. I've ordered it from a couple different places, but there's a lot of good deals out there. It just helps to shop for exactly what you're looking for. What I prefer is 70% light transmission. So there's thicker row covers out there that are a little bit sturdier, but this 70% light transmission allows me to use it in the summertime as well for my lettuce. I've used it to keep ducks out of the lettuce, but also just to keep a little bit of shade on there. Ironically, even though it holds the heat a little bit more, the lettuce does amazing under it. So that's a plus. And if you get super desperate, you can always double up on your thickness of row cover. So 70% is what I prefer. You can go for any of the widths that you'd like, but I like to give myself plenty. I'm probably a little extreme with it, but for a 4-foot bed that's 4 feet wide, I like to buy 14-foot row cover. I know that sounds really big, but when I have some tall hoops on there, and then I want to have plenty to put my bricks or sandbags on there, whatever I use, really by the time you get that on there and allow for a little bit of breeze room in there, 14 feet's not all that too big. So that's a really great way to go. So I cut it for a 36-foot bed. I actually do like 42 or 44 feet, so I have plenty to wrap around the ends of my bed. You don't want to cut it too short. I'd way rather have extra room at the ends to hold down with bricks. So that's what I like to use, is bricks for the end of my row cover, but sandbags aren't bad either if you keep up on maintaining them. So after you have the hoops in there, I use some wire hoops for low down growing, and I also have some larger bent conduit hoops. Those are okay. I do like them. They're not easy to move though, so they usually live on the same space for a little while. The wire hoops are really easy to move, so that's one point I like about those. So once I get my row cover ready to go, I usually give the plants a good watering. That really helps them to take their transplant well, and also in the cold, having that moist soil helps you out a little bit, makes it easier on the plants. So after I get the beds watered, I try to have the wind working in my favor when I put the row cover on. That's not usually the way it goes, but it is helpful. So I get the row cover on there. You do not want to put it on tight. So you want to have enough room that as the breeze blows, it can kind of billow and kind of float, as it's called, floating row cover, over the beds. Here I'm just showing you that I had 2 beds right next to each other, and I was short on bricks. So you actually can double up if your beds are close enough with the bricks. I'll go down and I'll put the bricks on and kind of back up and back my way out of there as I put them on. You would want to leave those on there then and open from the opposite side in that case, but it does not work too bad. I hope you guys enjoyed this little video and it was really helpful. Maybe you can click the like button and leave a comment and let me know what you found helpful or what you guys do to protect those plants from frost. Thank you guys so much for watching.